For today's assignment, it is called Texas History Lesson 2.3, French Exploration. Once again, boys and girls, make sure you have something to write with so that you can underline important information. All the information that I underline will help you to answer the questions that follow. So let's get started on French exploration. There were other countries in Europe that wanted some of the wealth that Spain had found. France was hoping to find a water route called the Northwest Passage. So I want you to underline this. France was hoping to find a water route called the Northwest Passage through North America that would provide a shortcut across the continent. They also established settlements along the lakes and rivers of Canada and started a fur trade that was very successful. A French explorer named René Robert Cavelier Sieur de la Salle traveled down the Mississippi River. We need to underline this. A French explorer named René Robert Cavelier Sieur de la Salle traveled down the Mississippi River, hoping that it would be the shortcut that France was looking for. It wasn't, but La Salle had other plans for French success in the New World. La Salle wanted to establish settlements along the Mississippi River, and he claimed the entire area for France, calling it Louisiana, after King Louis. He went back to France to recruit more men for the next part of his plan. In 1685, an expedition led by La Salle headed back to the mouth of the Mississippi River, where the river emptied into the Gulf. His plan was to build a powerful French fort there, but a storm blew him off course and he shipwrecked in Texas instead. La Salle shipwrecked near Matagorda Bay, Texas. He and the other survivors quickly built Fort St. Louis to protect themselves from the unfriendly Carancauas. La Salle then tried to find the Mississippi River on foot, unaware that he was hundreds of miles away from it. On one of those trips, his unhappy men carried out a mutiny, a revolt by soldiers against their leader. La Salle was killed by his own men. Okay, this is some important information. La Salle was killed by his own men. Sometime later, Fort St. Louis was destroyed by the Carancauas. The natives took 5 captives and killed the rest of the French settlers. La Salle's journey in Texas had been a complete failure, but it worried the Spanish. They thought that France was trying to take control of the area, which included Texas, and Spain decided to make some changes that would show the rest of the world that the area belonged to them. Spanish soldiers were sent to destroy Fort St. Louis, not knowing that the Carancauas had already done that. But from that time forward, Spain worked to establish settlements in the New World, including Texas. Okay, make sure you've underlined all the important information that I have so that we can use these to help us answer the questions that follow. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our questions. Number 1, what country wanted to find the Northwest Passage through North America and had a successful fur trade in the area? Number 2, name the French explorer who traveled down the Mississippi River. Number 3, in what year did the French explorer shipwreck in Texas? Number 4, what happened to the French explorer? And number 5, I want you to put an X on this. You do not have to do number 5. So for this assignment, boys and girls, you're only going to do questions 1 through 4. And remember, listen to the videos more than once if you're having trouble. I gave you all the answers. They were all the work that was underlined.